Hello, and welcome to the April 1st edition of Titan TV News. My name is Steve Santucci.
And I'm Gina Blasky.
We have some breaking news for you right from the start. Gina?
Thank you, Steve. The Academic Skills Series is currently under investigation by the administration after revelation came to light that on the 23rd of March, it appears the event was being used as a front for concerned students and faculty members to distract other students from congesting the lines in the dugout during Wing Wednesday. Titan TV will be keeping you informed about the fate of the Skills Series as this story develops.
Thank you, Gina. On Thursday, March the 32nd of September, it's time for students to express their inner chef. Two students will compete for the best chefs on campus in the Battle of the Chefs. We're having a trophy that we play in the Morning Center and have a meal served to student body at some point in March. For the students like David Following Dave MC event. It's sponsored by Snexo. Battles running 5 teams, 6 teams, Don't miss the chance to see your fellow students do that in culinary arena.
Thank you, Steve. And now for a new segment in which our very own Steve Santucci reviews the new upcoming sci-fi movie, Shell Shocked.
Thanks for that, Gina. Firstly, I'd like to say that I'm very excited to have my own segment on Titan TV now. One, where only the best of the cinema fruits are picked. Sci-Fi's most recent, So Awful It's Awesome flick, Shell Shocked, failed to disappoint, I'm happy to say. The special effects were well above average compared to the usual sci-fi affair like Sharknadoes, Mega Ostriches, and Robo-Alaskan Bullworms. I even learned when researching this film that a real turtle was used for the main villain. Can you believe that? I hardly can. Well, while the story was a little lacking in depth, we never quite knew why the giant turtle was attacking the city in the first place. I suspected a tragic past is at work. I was still never bored watching the turtle shoot lasers from its eyes. I think that alone makes me want to give Shell Shocked a thumbs up out of 10. Back to you.
President Wilson has declared that his intention after retiring from his position as dean is to become king of the quad squirrels. The news came on March 25th after a Q&A session that you weren't invited to. Reportedly, President Wilson's credentials have almost assured him the position. Where exactly he will be ruling from has yet to be determined.
In other news, Shaw Hall is still closed, and the student body continues to rejoice, especially with the temperature on the rise. Since Shaw Hall's closing, on-campus reports of heat stroke have fallen by over 80%.
A funeral service for all of the brave, comfy armchairs in room 022 of State Farm Hall that were destroyed during this academic year will be held on the Eckley Quadrangle on April 3rd and a half. This year has been particularly hard on the combination armchair desks in room 022, culminating in a death toll of over 900%. There is no word yet on whether or not a similar service will be held for the many broken chairs in Saga.
For more campus news, landscaping teams were recently contracted by the IWU administration to, quote, tear the heck out of the quad sidewalks, end quote, in an attempt to stop students from sleeping in and getting too complacent in their newfound peace of mind with the arrival of spring. The landscaping work is expected to run for 3 to 8 weeks and will accomplish little to nothing productive.
And now for sports. Sorry, not sorry, Steve. I have your job now. Unfortunately, IWU's first college hide-and-seek team has chosen to disband after cripplingly bad reviews of their performance after their first match against Redmond Herring College on March the 28th. Critics said the game was, quote, almost impossible to watch, unquote, because according to said critics, the IWU team had apparently failed to appear at all. Not even the visiting Redmond Herring team knew where the IWU team was. This altogether culminated in a very boring match to watch. The head of the hide-and-seek team has declined to comment. This was reportedly due to nobody being able to find her.
According to experts, the IWU bubble literally burst on the 29th of March, supposedly, and bear in mind that this is still a rapidly developing story, a freshman living in Gulick Hall looked outside of her window and saw that there was a Dollar Tree and a Walgreens across the street. She braved North Main Street to find that what she was looking at was no illusion. There existed an entire world outside of the IWU campus. Psychiatric help is being given to the student who made this bubble-bursting discovery. Reportedly, the student expressed disbelief at the existence of the outside world and also dissatisfaction at the Dollar Tree and Walgreens product quality. As one student in the philosophy department quipped in response, quote, people who live in bubble houses shouldn't throw bricks, end quote. Well said.
Outro take one.
And that is all the time we have for this week's episode of Titan TV News. I'm Gina Blasky.
And I'm Steve Santucci. And you know what, Gina? I think we really gave them a heads up on what's coming up this week.
Yeah, I'm going to lose my head with how excited I am.
Well, we hope you're ahead of the schedule as finals are coming up soon. But for now,
Go get 'em, Titans!